Well, we are already into our final first round match here at the First Players Championship event of 2018, and it is a former Players Championship winner in Joe Murnan against a rising Polish star, Tytus Kanik, who you may have seen at the World Cup of Darts with Krzysztof Ratajski, last weekend's Pro Tour winner. And the carrot for winning this contest is a showdown with five-time world champion Raymond van Barneveld, who has just eased past Vincent van der Voort 6-2. Winners so far on stream 1, Dave Chisnell, Brendan Dolan and RVB. And now Murnan against Kanik
25
for the chance to battle with Barney. The story of the day so far, seeds tumbling. Daryl Gurney, Joe Cullen, Jelle Klaassen and last year's Players Championship 1 winner Alan Norris all out of the tournament so far.
81.
We're just waiting for confirmation of which matches we will have for you from the second round. It's not like last weekend where
47.
we play out the whole board on the live stream. A reduced field, 128 players for each of these Players Championship events.
99.
So we will take selected matches from the second and third rounds before the last 16 quarters, semis, and of course the final
99.
when someone will be crowned Players Championship 1 champion and presented with a cheque for £10,000.
180.
As Joe Murnan fires in the first max of the match. Unfortunately, the 1-4-1 is not after 6 starts, it's after 9.
42.
For anyone that was just tuning in and getting excited. And I have just had confirmation
89.
of that second round clash. And it might be of interest to a lot of people who've been watching the live stream in recent weeks, because the first second round clash
100.
will be Simon Whitlock against Keegan Brown. The second one could be Adrian Lewis against Jose Perales, as Joe Murnan goes 1-0 up. Adrian Lewis is taking on Jamie Lewis first, and John Part is up against Jose Perales, so that's a long way away, but we could have a bit of a grudge match coming up. Anyway, we'll see if that happens, because Part and Jamie Lewis
100.
by no means easy feats for either of those players. Simon Whitlock against Keegan Brown, a very intriguing contest as well. Two players
180.
from about as far south as you can go. The Wizard lives down in Waterlooville near Portsmouth.
100.
And just over the water in the Isle of Wight, Keegan Brown resides. Exciting
58.
second round contest coming up, but right here Murnan has the first leg against Poland's Tytus Kanik,
96.
who didn't do quite enough to book his place in the UK Open, winning just £500 from 6 qualifiers, but it was £500 more than Murnan made.
46. 135. 100.
So this for a break, and to follow the trend of comfortable wins so far on stream 1.
50 scored.
I don't think at any point on stream 1 has any player been level apart from at 0-0.
17 scored.
Well, I thought that was about to change, but not yet. A handful of results have just come through. We will let you know at the end of this leg as Murnan looks at double 5.
15 scored.
Can't find it, so to level up. Kanik. Can he?
Game shot.
He can. Yeah, wins for Martin Atkins, a 6-4 success against Wigan's Martin Atkins, against Scott Derbyshire. Robert Marjanovic, a 6-1 win against
125.
Darren Webster, demolition, if you will. And Spain's Cristo Reyes has seen off Eddie Dutson, 6-2.
99.
All the results can be found at PDC TV. Official website. Follow the PDC on Twitter as well,
58.
at official PDC, and get involved in the conversation. Hashtag PC1. That stands for Players Championship, just in case you were wondering. Not Polish chucker, which is what Tytus Kanik is, and he's just chucked in his second maximum.
96. 140.
James Wade has just defeated Paul Rowley 6-5. Getting over the line there, the machine, after winning through both European
58.
Tour qualifiers last year. Something that Joe Murnan didn't manage to do. He lost in the first round of each of them. But Robert Thornton's been sent packing.
42 scored.
A 6-2 defeat at the hands of Mario Robbie. Well, 54 for the bullseye for a big one.
131 scored. Game shot.
Double top then. Landed by Kanik, and now he's put himself in pole position.
$60. $100.
Well, I've just given everyone 15 seconds to get that, and we'll get back on with the darts.
99.
Murnan probably would have been favourite for this contest before, but as I said last weekend, or the previous 2 weekends, Kanik managed to earn himself £500 more than his opponent.
45.
Murnan's big win came at a Players' Championship event in Crawley back in 2015. He also
95.
won 2 Challenge Tour events that year. The man who walks out to Cotton Eye Joe when he appears in big TV events. That win got him into the World
58.
Match Play in 2015 without a tour card. He does have a tour card now. He's had one since 2016. He did have one between 2012 and 2014 as well.
58.
Appeared at the Match Play, the World Championship, the UK Open on a few occasions. 3 times he's reached the last 32 in Minehead stroke Bolton. So Murnan can't take this out, and Kanik will return for the ice cream shot.
$88 scored.
But he can't take it out. So double top, the target for Shaggy.
Game shot.
And we are levels, you devils, at 2-2. And Joe Murnan has managed to wrestle back the advantage of the throw.
140.
Huddersfield's finest, James Wilson, through his first round match against
58.
Davy Van Baarlen. The second round begins to take shape, and we will have second
58.
round matches between Whitlock and Brown, and Lewis or Lewis against Part or Perales.
96.
Can tell you that. Adrian Lewis has
99.
won his first round match against his namesake Jamie. Adrian averaging 108 in that
95.
6-4 win. Wonderful stuff from Jackpot. imagine that'll be the highest average of the
100.
first round. I'm just going to check that for you. It certainly is. Adrian Lewis, one of 3 players to average over a ton in the first round so far. Steve Beaton 102, Corey Cadby 101, but Adrian Lewis streets ahead, 108.8 average in that match against Jamie Lewis. A 6-4 win. Hit 6 180s in it.
44 score.
Jackpot, so we were seeing him in around an hour's time. Who will he face, Part or Perales? Well, that's a bit of a stray one, because he's only managed to leave 64, so he's going to have to go 14 for Bull. Oh. Bullseye it is.
47 scored.
And it all went wrong with that first dart there. He should have been having at least one dart, an outer ring double. In the end, it was just the bullseye, and Joe Murnan
50
lets
scored.
him off. John Henderson, a 6-0 win against Steve Hine.
Game shot.
As Kanik breaks again as this match keeps swinging in either direction.
'93. $140.
Kanik has already managed to qualify for a couple of the European Tour events this year. He got his tour card at the inaugural PDC European Q School, and he's won qualifiers for
60.
European Tours 1 and 3. Beat Boris Koltsov and Krzysztof Ratajski en route to Leverkusen.
93.
Krzysztof Ratajski, we all know what he's capable of. He showed us in style last weekend in Wigan.
95.
So Kanik ain't no mug.
$57. $58.
Well, Murnan's not put much pressure on here, so Kanik now has a chance to open up a 2-leg lead for the first time in the match.
58. $100.
Well, 20 for tops. We'll have to move across. Moved across some distance there. And he steps back for double 10.
40 scored.
But it looks like once again we're going to have deadlock. Tops.
Game shot.
3 apiece, and now Murnan takes back the advantage. Steve West beaten 6-4 by Ryan Joyce in another surprising first round result. Johnny Clayton continues his success, having qualified for
99.
both European Tour events last night. He's beaten Prakash Jiwa 6-4 in his opener.
134. $81.
So if you head over to the
60.
Darts Connect website, you'll be able to see the best performances of today. And as I mentioned, Adrian Lewis leading the way by some distance, a 108 average in his victory against Jamie Lewis. Keegan Brown, who's up next on the live stream against Simon Whitlock, hit 9 180s in his win.
125.
Over Christian Kist earlier today. That did go 11 legs.
96.
That's 3 more than anybody else has managed so far. Adrian Lewis hit half a dozen himself. Now then, Kanik.
130.
That might make his opponent panic.
$57.
What a strange old match this. It just keeps swinging from one way to the other.
Game shot.
And now the pole has the pendulum swinging back in his favour.
$81.
Jamie Caven heading out
140.
in the first round. He's been beaten 6-2 by Mark Wilson. Just a handful
100.
of results still to come through from round one now. You can see them all at the PDC website.
$140.
Murnan once again launching an assault. The player throwing second in the match, having the better leg.
123. $60.
Well, the door is ajar here for a two-leg lead.
$139.
And that setup shot has opened it even more. Murnan's not going to complete the 161, so Kanik now.
123. Game shot.
And he does get that two-leg cushion.
$140. $57. $140.
Well, Murnan
99.
fighting for his life now in this match and in this tournament. Back-to-back 140s, followed by a ton. Just to make you aware of the state of play between John Part and Husty Perales.
60.
The Spaniard leads 2-1 against a three-time world champ.
$89. $180.
Timely maximum from Tytus
Game shot.
as Murnan pulls the leg back. This is the leg then for the prolific Pole to try and move through to the second round and take on Raymond van Barneveld at that stage.
100.
Some reward.
$46. $100. $137.
Well, Murnan has effectively stolen the darts in this leg because Kanik
100.
managed to muster up scores of 45 and 46 in his first two visits, and that's handed the initiative
99.
to Murnan. And despite the 137 and 99 follow-up, he's not down to a finish.
95.
And it's a match that has kept moving in either direction and probably merits a last leg decider.
134.
But for it to get there, Joe Murnan's going to have to take out 106. And he might well. Double top then. for 5 apiece.
66 score.
And it's over the top. And Kanik wants double 10.
Game shot.
And lands double 10, and he will take on Raymond van Barneveld in round 2. Murnan loses out 6-4, missed the dart to level up at 5 apiece, but it's a Pole who moved through. A great time for Polish darts. Ratajski last week. Could it be Kanik's day today? We'll see how it plays out. We'll be back in a few moments' time with Whitlock against Keegan Brown.